What have we got here, eh? What's going on, Cam, mate? Seriously?
I got it a little bit bogged.
Jeez, well, you've had a few cracks at it by the looks of it.
When in doubt, power out, isn't that the go?
Yeah, something like that.
I've seen this actually done many times on TV, but I've never done it myself, so good timing you're here.
That's it.
Can you walk me through how we're going to get this thing out?
We certainly can, mate. There's some basics we need to remember just to keep things safe. If you've got a UHF radio, awesome, use it, especially a handheld one. Just allows you to get in there and communicate without trying to yell out the window and missing each other's instructions.
Yep.
Make sure the person using the winch has a set of gloves, they've got a winch blanket, a basic recovery kit, and you keep everyone out of the way.
Okay. Let's
have a look at your car, mate. You've got your winch recovery hook and your winch in here. On the end of the winch is a lever here, a free spool lever. Yep. Engaged, I'll disengage it. So it's now disengaged. We should be able to technically pull on this.
I've got the remote, by the way.
Oh, that's good to hear. Get enough of this out. Now, if you haven't used it in a while, normally what happens is the grease in your gearbox actually starts to like get a little bit stiff, and it's been a bit cool today.
Yep.
So obviously you can see it's a bit harder to pull out. We could keep doing that, but instead of wearing ourselves out, we'll re-engage it. Hold the on button down. Okay, there we go. That'll do. As you can see, I've got a little bit of excess. It just makes it easier to deal with when we're setting up.
Yep.
And put that on the ground. Now, we won't step over this once this is live. I can do it now, but when it's hooked up, it's live. In case, if you're on a hill, for example, on next time you winch, and the car rolls back, it doesn't take one of us out.
Gotcha.
So have you seen one of these before, mate?
I have, D-shackle.
Awesome. That's a good thing to know. So never go around a tow ball or a tow bar. They just become projectiles.
Yep.
Now, it's a good idea to have a recovery hitch like that in there. Neil's obviously chucked one of these on here this morning.
Yep.
And it comes with a D-shackle. Now, the reason why I've taken this off and put it back on is just so you can see that now that I've stopped it, just take it half a turn loose so that it doesn't get jammed up inside there.
Okay.
The worst thing you want to have is have to cut one of these off and throw out a good shackle just from over tightening and leaving it tight. So make sure we don't jump over this now. Neil, have you got a winch blanket you grabbed out earlier there for me, mate?
Yes, I have.
Thank you. So your winch blanket, it's just a bag with a bit of weight in it. There's lots of little slots here that you can put sand in it, anything like that, just to weigh it down a little bit if you needed to.
So what's the idea of that? Why
this here just
blanket?
dampens. The reason why it's called a winch dampener or winch cable dampener is you just throw it over this. So drop it over there and pat it down. Now, it's a good idea to own more than one of these, simply because, yes, this is here dampening it if this happens to fail and it stops it becoming a projectile. But say, for example, we had a longer winch recovery, it was longer than the winch cable.
Yep.
You'd put an extension strap and you'd have more than one of these on there.
Right.
Let's take a look at the winch side of the car and what we need to do next.
Righto.
Have you got any comms in the car, mate?
Yes, certainly have, mate.
Right, let's run through this. Make sure you're on the same channel as me. We'll get a channel that's not popular, so let's pick 27 today.
Done.
Now, obviously, I'll get Neil in his car and he'll put his brakes on and put the car in park, make sure he's locked in, and we'll take up the slack. I'll say clear winching, winch in. Then we'll start to winch. You'll just take up a little pressure and you'll feel that. And then I just want you to put it in, just before you do that, put it in drive and then just let the car slowly help the winch take it out, and the two will work together, and that way it's not jerky. You don't want it to be jerky.
Okay, got it.
All right? Okay, Neil, you got a copy, mate? You ready?
Yeah, ready. Handbrake is on, vehicle's in park, and foot's on the brake.
Awesome, thanks, mate. All right, Cam, let's have a go at this. Just take up the slack and winch in again, mate. Just gently accelerate as you're coming out, mate. That'll do it.